Hey everybody, this is Josh from CollectionDX with another review. This time it's the Bandai High Metal R VT-1 Superostrich. This comes from the series Macross, but it actually specifically comes from the in-universe movie Do You Remember Love, which is a theatrical release, but it's a movie within a TV show about the fictional exploits of the real characters in the world of Macross. It's kind of confusing. I'm not going to give you a ton of background here. The VT-1 is a training Valkyrie, and one of the main differences is that the cockpit has 2 seats, and there are no armaments in terms of weaponry. This one does have some extra fast packs for space flight sensors and such, and we'll see that. So I'm just starting out with the vehicle in fighter mode, and it's pretty light. It's called high metal. There is some metal. There is some metal in the feet. There's a big connector bar in the middle you can't see, and some arm connectors you can't see here. But it is mostly plastic, although it is a rather firm and good feeling plastic. There are no stickers. Everything is tampo printed on. Everything, the paint is crisp. I had no quality control issues with this piece whatsoever. It's durable, and it's one of those toys that is designed to have things pop off instead of break off, which I really appreciate, especially because I am really bad with that sort of thing. When you get down to this scale, one of the things you do have to concern yourself with is landing gear and intricacies, and for this case the landing gears are just plug-in pieces. So they just unplug easily, and they're replaced by panels. With the panels replaced, there's actually a flight stand you can attach that works with any of the Tamashi stands. So I mentioned the dual pilot cockpit. You have Hikaru and Minmay during their space date, but you can also swap these out for Hikaru and Misa from another scene in the movie. There are little pegs in there that you can rest figures on. From here we're going to go to Go Walk mode. I'm going to do this without the fast packs, and then I'll show you the fast packs later on. Super simple. I love the way they've done this. There are small tabs on the side there that the legs kind of lock into. Just free those up, and this whole unit can come forward. Unlike the others, Valkyries, these wings don't go in all the way. They're meant to stay out. And then this little tab comes down. There are 2 tabs in the back here. Just free those out, and you can see that the arms are there are little tabs that can keep them together, but they'll pop out when you pop them out. Just bring everything around. The feet come out a little bit. One foot's a little more difficult than the other one. I'm not quite sure why. The arms out. It's kind of an interesting process. This is my first high metal R. Check this out. You pull these back. See these little rails here? The arms just basically slide on these rails, and I like that they just sort of clip on. They don't go all the way around the rail, so once again they'll pop off if you do something wrong. And you basically just open these up, and you can see a little more of the metal here underneath now, and there's a metal retaining bar, and there's little metal bits in the joints. Eventually that you're gonna just kind of bring these around and slide them up like so. See that? And then click it in past that little ridge. So don't be afraid if you are doing this process and you pop them off. It's entirely okay. Once you get those lined up and clicked in, you're gonna open these tabs here. The small hands to get into the little crevices. Now we're gonna go to Battle Ride mode. So we're almost all the way there at this point. It's actually pretty simple. We're going to see this bar here. There were 2 places where they sort of connect right there. Little pop holes. Sort of pop them out. Okay, and then come back with them. See the holes and the pegs? You just gotta pay attention to this bar right here. When you come down, you want to bring that bar all the way around, okay? There's also some action in the hips here. You can pull out a little bit. So we've got that process there. Now we've got to tuck the head in and pop this whole thing around. So bring this kind of around like that and turn it. All right. We're going to get ready to go through the other side. Bring this around temporarily. I'm going to pop the little door open, the hatch, like so. See the hatch? This comes forward, and we're going to remove the cockpit and replace it with the heat shield. Pretty simple. And this is the only part that I have a little bit of trouble with, is separating these two pieces here. So don't be afraid if when lifting that up, the whole section just comes up. Not a big deal. That moves forward and tucks it into there. The head comes around. Now you're going to see that we have two little teeth in the metal bar, and we have two slots right there. Let me just line those up. You can see we're almost there. There's a little piece that they give you to fill in the gap on the shoulders if you want to use it. You don't have to, but I like it. Just go under the head. All right. Make sure you put this piece on when this door is open, because the door will kind of latch it shut. Down this piece will rotate over. This whole section comes back up to the top, and the wings go around the back. Articulation is pretty good. Look at the arms are on ball joints. You can get a really good crunch out of that. Legs are limited, but here's the thing. They give you another piece, and it's kind of cool. Check this out. So these wings just snap off really easily, and you get this solid wing piece that you just kind of tuck under, and then you have better posing abilities. You also have more appropriate hands that you can swap out. And they just pop out really easy. Of course, you can't do the transformation with these hands, but a few different things to make it look a little more better proportioned, I guess is what you'd say. Looks good. Of course, we like fast packs on our Valkyries, and why shouldn't you? So this fast pack is a few different pieces. So you have these boosters with posable nozzles, and they just clip in to the sides. This antenna is removable. They give you a second one in case you break it. So the legs have a two-piece kind of thing where you put that piece on there, and then these pieces just clip on to the side. There we are. He looks great, all armored up. I really, really, really love this look. You can also remove the two panels on the back of the boosters to reveal some really sweet mechanical detail. The high metal VT-1 Superostrich is available from HobbyLink Japan, and we all know and love HobbyLink Japan, so you should always go there first for your robot needs. So, I mean, that's going to be the basic review. I'm going to continue to, I'm actually going to transform this back through the modes with the armor on, just so you can see what's going on there. If you want to hang out, great. You can watch me stumble and go through it. I'm not going to maybe narrate everything that I'm doing here, but I will say that I skipped out on most of the high metal R's because I felt that I was sort of done with Valkyries. I had gone through Bandai, Yamato, like all these different iterations of scales, and you know, Toynami, Ben Presto, and Revoltech, and it was just sort of like, okay, what else can we bring to the table here? But I got this one because it was the Superostrich was a design that I had never really had in any iteration of any of the toy lines. Obviously, the original Takatoka one is stupid expensive, so that wasn't happening. And This design just doesn't get a lot of love, and I think that maybe it's you know, really for the fans that they do it. I don't know if it's popular because it's not the hero mech, so to speak, but I think it's a really great design, and I think it just doesn't get love. But for me, you know, I've always been a fan of those designs that don't get love, that are sort of second tier, forgotten. I think those are the ones that are unique, and they get chances taken visually on their designs. And like I said, that's attractive to me. Oh, I see what I did. Okay. Your mileage may vary. It may not be your thing to be into things for that reason, but, you know, to each their own, right? I like it, and that's why I wanted it. So again, you're going to see the swing bar is important to have in the right direction by the time you get down there. And also push those in. But I mean, that's pretty easy. Oh, this thing comes out. Regular wings. I mean, that's not difficult, right? That's a lot of fun. Very easy to do. So one of the great things about this, I think, is that you can also, you know, do the full transformation right into fighter mode. And what's cool is that even the armor adds some little tabs to make sure that the transformation works fine, and it stays, you know, because normally when you add the armor you lose certain connection points, and in this case you do not. Alright, so you notice that you still have holes here that line up with the tabs, and you actually still have the tabs on the legs, so you can just go right in, but still. It's really great. And the stand still works like this, so you can put that piece on. Oh, something else I forgot to do. There are, while we have this open, these vent pieces come off and they interchange with more accurate vent pieces, if that was something you were concerned about. So as you can see, it comes with a lot of parts, so save the box. Does not come with the flight stand though, the Tamashi stand, so you need to buy one of those. Anyway, this has been Josh from CollectionDX.com. Once again, thank you to HobbyLink Japan for this review sample. Be sure to get all your Macross products there, because they're the best. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. Thanks for watching. Might have a few more new videos coming up soon. Take care.